What's up, guys? It is the Dad to Dad Show. I'm Winton Yates.
Antoine Harris.
And this is the podcast. Welcome. We're about to talk about some fun stuff today.
A lot.
Because we haven't seen each other in a while. We've got some catching up to do.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like we have a lot of the same situations going on, right?
Yep.
Winton is extremely busy. First of all, not only was he busy with a 2-year-old and school, but he decided he wanted to up the family number again.
Yeah.
And so now he will be the wonderful dad of 2.
Yes.
Now the Yates clan is extended by 3, so you know we're gonna talk about that. We have we got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah.
And I just want to say the best thing that I loved about this show is that it's completely organic and it evolves, but the content, the message still stays the same, even though our situations are changing with our kids and our families.
Yes.
So we'll talk about all of that.
Yes.
For sure.
Real quick, I got a gift for you. Hold
Let's
on
do
one
it.
second. A shirt to match mine.
Nice.
We officially have our first sponsor, Dad Snack. Shout out to Dad Snack. These are the t-shirts. It's a startup t-shirt company out of Hawaii.
Yeah.
We've been messaging back and forth the last couple of days. We got a chance to get on FaceTime and talk the other day, and we were just talking about our message here at Dad to Dad and just wanting to create that network of dads talking to each other and sharing the experiences of being dads, whether you have a toddler, an infant, older kids in college, grown. I mean, just that dad experience. And these guys started their t-shirt company, Dad Snack, because they want to change the world and like help men realize just how important fatherhood is and give dads that inspiration to make them feel like, they're snacks.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. So you know how so women have been saying, "Oh, I'm a snack, I'm a whole meal."
Yeah.
So dad snack, it's a noun and it's a real thing, and it means that a dad that is attractive due to the great fatherhood he provides to his child or children.
Snack.
So this right here, my man, is a dad snack next to me.
So shout out, they are our new sponsors. If you want to check out their merch, if you want to check them out, it is dadsnack.com.
Yep.
When you go there,
snack.
get a pencil, get a pen, real quick. Dad to Dad, all caps, discount code.
Yep.
On us.
Yep.
Our viewers get 10% off of the t-shirts. If you want to go check them out.
They have
dadsnack.com.
They have t-shirts. Let me see what else they got here. I mean, they got some really cool stuff.
So
T-shirts,
we're really, really excited about that.
stickers. I mean, you name it,
Yeah.
they've got it. So thank you so much to Dad Snack for the shirts. We love it. And again, if you want to get anything, dadsnack.com, Dad to Dad in the promo code, and you get 10%?
10%.
10% off.
All caps. Remember, all caps. Dad, the number 2, Dad. But let's get into it. Let's talk.
Get into it.
We've got 2-year-olds.
So here we go. So you and I have been on the same journey since 2 years ago, for the most part.
Yep.
You wanted to be like me your entire life. I was a journalist first,
Get
and
outta
you became
here.
a journalist, and then you wanted to be a dad after I was a joking. But talk to me about how have things changed from the last year. We have two. They call it the terrible twos. Now, I would never call my daughter's development terrible.
I would
call it what the flip though is going on. You know what I'm saying? So talk to me about what it's been like in this 2-year-old phase.
Well, first of all, I think terrible twos is accurate. It is terrible in every way. It is terrible. It has changed so much. I mean, the last time we talked, they were still small. They were just learning how to talk.
Ryan
they were
was
just
climbing a lot.
She's still climbing a lot. They were just learning, like, they have bodies and they move and they can do things and learning motor skills and learning numbers and colors, and it was all cute and blah, blah. It was great.
Right.
Now, all of that is still continuing, except there's an attitude attached to it. The word no is in every sentence.
Part of the normal vocabulary, there's no.
No.
Did you have a good day today, Anya?
No.
With a smile on her face.
Yeah.
Anya, do you have to potty?
No.
What's that under you? Is that pee on the floor? No.
No.
Okay, cool. It's just magic water.
Ryan,
Yes.
did you poop on the floor?
No.
True story. Did you poop on the floor? No. It was Bishop, our dog.
Nice.
Right? You have poop on your leg.
Bishop's been in the doghouse for 3 days.
No. Bishop is outside in his dog run.
Yeah, chilling.
It was Bishop. How? Magic?
Yes, because this is, I guess, in their little minds, man. This is how babies are. So 2-year-old phase. Let's talk. All right, the last time you and I talked, right? Yep. Anya had all types of sleep problems.
Yes.
She would wake up constantly in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
now, we can still put her down 9:30, 10 o'clock maybe. Mm-hmm. By 1, 2, she's busting down our door and she's jumping into bed with us. She instantly falls
this is
asleep.
1 a.m.?
Yeah, like about 1, 2 in the morning. Like the door swings open, right? Like somebody's robbing us, and she will jump in the bed. And she falls out. She's out instantly until we wake her up, for like 6:30.
Yeah.
How's Ryan's sleeping right now?
So it was great. There was a point where the sleeping was fantastic. We could go in. We had her. Okay, so I actually did a video about this the other day, but we had her down to a routine that was pristine. It was perfect.
Foolproof.
It was beautiful.
Right.
It was a beautiful experience. It was, we'd be up, we'd be doing our thing, and it'd be like, okay, Ryan, it's time to go to bed. We change her, put her diaper on.
Right.
She sleeps warm, so she calls it naked, but she's in her diaper, so she's like, we ask her, do you want to put PJs on? Do you want to sleep naked? Naked, okay. Boom, we put her in her bed. We turn on her little stars in the room. Right. We turn on her sound machine. Okay, good night.
Bam.
That's it. We close the door. Boom. It's done. She'd be out. We look in the little baby monitor. She'd be out cold until at least 8:30.
Nice.
But that has recently changed because we didn't realize there is a such thing as 2-year-old sleep regression.
Oh, it's very real.
And we found it out and are finding it out currently because we would do our regular routine. Boom, bam, bam. Good night.
Right.
We even added a book in.
Yep.
Let's read a book. Pick a book. It's the same book every night.
What's her favorite book right now?
It's this monster book. It's this monster book that
I feel like she's got all of your personality, like all your creativity.
She loves monsters. Yeah, she loves monsters.
It seems like this is something that you probably did as a child, had a monster book or something, some anime book.
For sure, comic book. Yeah, it's close to like my comic book obsession. Yeah. But now, once we do the routine, do the book, all hell breaks loose. Shit hits the fan. She's screaming. She's crying. Every time we walk out of the room, she just loses her mind. And it's that way for a good 20, 30 minutes, which in the grand scheme of things is not long, but it's longer.
It feels like forever.
Yeah, but then it's longer than what we've dealt with before, where we could just put her down. She was fine. She would go to sleep. But once she sleeps, she'll sleep till
till you
8.
wake. Yeah.
But she's kicking in the door like she's doing a police raid. She's coming in and just
get
down.
On the floor, everybody. Right.
And we're like,
then you're like, I need to change the locks on the door.
Yeah. But what about y'all? Have y'all hit that wall of sleep regression yet, or are you still sleeping good?
Okay, so Anya went through that, right?
Okay.
Where every 2 hours she was crying and yelling and screaming or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's to the point where we can put her down. She does fight sleep still. It's a good hour process of getting her to just go to sleep.
Yeah.
At least sometimes. But then, this week, this is Friday. Let's take this week. 2 days out of this week, she slept in her bed, did not move from the time we put her down. 2 days. Like Monday and let's say Wednesday. Tuesday, Thursday, and she comes kicking in the door. Like last night, it was about 1 o'clock in the morning. She kicked in the door, but my wife put her down about 9:30. The other night was 4 in the morning, and then she woke right back up. So it varies. But now for us, it's not she doesn't have the fits. She still puts up a little bit of a fight.
Yeah.
But she will sleep. Like I said, if she's down by 10-ish, she's putting in a good 4 hours before she wakes up. But yes, putting her down is more of a challenge than getting her to actually sleep. Now, it's crazy. Nap time, not a problem. Nap time is she'll come up to you Anya's sleepy. Okay, cool. You know, it's like Hulk smash.
See,
like cool.
Nap time is hit or miss for us. There are some days where she's like, I'm gonna go lay down. I'll see you later. And then there's
does she
other
do it
days.
on her own, or do you guys?
It's hit or miss. Some days she'll do it on her own. She'll like go lay down on the couch and be like, I'm gonna watch Boss Baby and fall asleep.
Yeah.
And then other days it's like, okay, it's time for you to take a nap. And she's like, no,
like I'm good.
We're not doing that today.
Interesting. See, Anya.
And it's usually the days I have stuff to do.
Anya's sleep-wise nap time it's usually pretty easy. Like either she will basically like start whining, so I know she's tired, or she'll just go to sleep. Like go, you know, like you said, like she'll kind of just pull you, hold me for a second,
well, that's
out, no problem.
Ryan has a serious case of FOMO. Like she does not want to miss anything, and will be. I swear to you, she'll be walking around the house just like touching stuff, and she'll go into like this delirious zombie mode, and she's just like moving and walking and in circles, and we're like, "Are you tired?" And she's like, "No." It's like, "Girl, you can't even think. You're hallucinating. You can't even think straight. Go lay down." And then she'll lay down, and she'll kind of like whimper a little bit, and then she'll be out, and he's like, "Girl, just go. We're not doing anything. Just go lay down."
So let me ask you this: so you guys are dealing with the sleep thing. Let's talk about clinginess. Does she cling to one parent more than the other? Is she whinier for one? I can tell you now, Anya is mama's baby right now. Like, I could take Anya and bathe her, get her ready for bed. We walk to the room. If she sees Jackie, she's screaming mom. And so Jack's like, you know, so she'll say, you got to bond with her more, right? Because, like, she got all the answers.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm just like, look, I could spend all day with this little girl. The minute she sees mommy, she's, you know, she goes berserk. And if mommy doesn't come, like, tantrum is thrown. For example, we went to Target Thursday. So Anya's in the basket. She, you know, wouldn't sit right in the little chair part. So I'm like, whatever, just throw. She's like grocery. Throw her in the basket. So we like Jackie's walking in front of us. I'm behind, so she's, you know, like, Daddy, look at all the stars and the stuff, right? And then I saw like the men's grooming area. Now I've changed a little. I used to have a beard, but I have since like, you know what? I'm gonna go for the booty face look, right? So I go over to the men's grooming section. Jackie keeps walking. Next thing you know, I hear the whimpering, and I'm looking. I'm like, all right, she's right there, and she's like, Mommy, in Target, and she never really acts up in public. So does Ryan cling to one or the other, or is it situational? Like when it works for her?
It's both. It's situational, and she's clingy, but she's more clingy to my wife than I. And then there are some days she's really clingy to me.
Right.
It just depends. Okay, so it's more. So I would say it's 85% more, mommy. Like even if she's not doing anything, the word mommy is coming out of her mouth, and I can see it in my wife's eyes. Rose, I can see it in her eyes sometimes. She's just like, if I hear mommy one more time,
it's that Family Guy.
I'm gonna freak out.
That Family Guy episode is like, Mom.
Exactly. And she's just saying it, and then right at the end she'll be like, what? And she'll be like, I love you. And then you're like, oh, I want to be so mad at you, but oh, I love you too. And then she just says it.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this. It does seem like it has gotten exponentially more clingy with my wife because she gets pregnant, and we've been having that conversation of like, okay, you have a baby brother coming,
right?
You're gonna take care of your baby brother, and all this baby brother,
right.
And we have started to see that little bit of regression in that, like, she's latching on to her mom a lot more,
right?
And even like the last 2 or 3 weeks, she's been with me because her school got flooded for 2 weeks, so she couldn't be in. And then this is that week where they close to like turn over new classrooms and then get them transitioned into their new classrooms. So she was with me again this week. She's been with me for 3 weeks. Mommy. I'm like, girl, we've been going on adventures. We've been going climbing. We went to the museum. We've been going to the park. What else do I have to do?
You have been so much better with making sure our social media is working. You know, like, because obviously I'm not at home every day. Neither not saying you are, but I'm home when I'm home. When I'm home, like I said, I'm working. You know, y'all find something to do.
Yeah.
So Anya started school this week. The week before she was out, Jackie and I kind of bounced back and forth. So like the days I was there and played with her, you know, I would post what I could. Same concepts. We spend all day together, all day, and then as soon as Jackie walks in the door, she ain't even kicked the heel off yet. Anya's like, "Phew, mommy," and I am a distant memory. I feel some kind of way, and I should, people. But guess what? I feel like this. It's just part of their development, right? And it doesn't matter how much time we spend. You know, you can't replace the food source from the original. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
The OG food source.
Yeah. So, all right. So what? We got 12 minutes in, and this is good. But before we go any further, did you see we got the tumblers here? Our name on it to say "Dad to Dad." Antoine Winton. Look, these are made by our very good friend Mary with We Do Cute. So if you want one, check out all of her social media. I think it's just We Do Cute.
Yeah. Instagram,
Twitter, Facebook, and the Tumblr. The Tumblr business is hot right now for like a side hustle. I don't have one, so I'm I need some ideas for a side hustle. I don't know what I'm
good
at.
We can come up with some.
Yeah, we do. I mean, outside of the Dad to Dad, like we definitely need to. You know, I don't want to do T-shirts. Everybody's doing that. Plus, Dad Snack is hot right now, so I don't want to take nothing away. But we need to have a show about side hustle. But
real quick, we'll do a real quick check-in. Remember, you are tuned into the Dad to Dad show. Today, we are talking about the 2-year-old experience.
Right.
In the comment section, we can't really see it from where we are, but in the comment section, let us know what your experience as a parent has been like with 2-year-olds. I respond to everybody, so respond. Tell us. We'll talk about it.
He's much better than I am at responding.
Yeah.
But if it's specific, Antoine, holler at me. I will respond, or Winton will respond for me.
Yeah.
And think through me.
Well, let me ask you this: What has this week been like? The first week back in school, because your situation is different. Yours is like uniforms and
it's like serious Catholic school. Overall, it has been a great experience. So Anya went to her school for summer camp, basically. So she was very familiar with the campus, but before summer camp started, she was in daycare. So she had already been sort of a community baby.
Yeah.
She had experienced a lot of socializing, so she was always. And if anybody knows my daughter, she's the life of the party, right?
Yeah.
Like chip off the old block. I'm scared for myself when I get older, but she adapted very well. She loves her uniform, her little smock dress, man. It's crazy. First day of school, all these kids are in there crying, like noses running, slobbering, and Anya's looking like where, the toys are over here. What are y'all waiting on? Like, this is freedom. So it's been good. It has been a very good experience, and I'm absolutely in love with her school, man. I think they have just done a fantastic job. I mean, they gave us a curriculum, what these kids are going to learn.
Isn't a curriculum like, as a young person?
Yeah,
I was like, curriculum,
right.
But when we started putting her in school, I was like, what's the curriculum? What are they going to be doing? Looking at all the stuff, like, okay, cool. They have step by step.
Yeah,
I've never been so attached to a curriculum in my life. I'm in law school, and I'm more concerned about her curriculum than mine.
Jackie will tell you, before school started, like the week of, I was on the paperwork. I'm reading all the details. I'm like, look, we need to have A, B, C, and D together. I was and it's funny because she likes to think that, like, all these particular things, I don't want to deal with it. Like, just give me the baby and I'm good. But like, I went hard, man, and I still do. Like, I'm reading every message because I guess in the society we live in now, right? The flow of information is so important, and you never know. As you can see, all these things that have been happening recently, all these tragedies, man. Like, I want to be informed. I want to know everything that's going on, and I don't want to ever be the parent that was like, "Oh, I didn't know."
Yeah,
because that is not an excuse, right? I'm over here, I'm sunning the world right now. Like, I don't know is not an excuse, and that's a lame way to parent. So if you get. Parenting to me is just like anything else. You get back what you put in, right? So if you don't put in 100% effort, then your kid is going to not put in 100% with you. But at any rate, so to answer your question, school has been very well, and she is well liked, and it's crazy. Last thing I'm going to say is kids know my daughter's name. These little 2-year-olds.
Yeah.
She doesn't know any of their names. And
Really?
I'm like, Anya, that's selfish. Like, get. I was like, do you have any friends at school? No. Or I was like, okay, well, who's the friend you were playing with today? She's like, I don't know. But they all know her name. And that's the weirdest thing in the world.
Ryan is totally the total opposite. Everybody knows her name, and she knows everybody's name, and will talk to them by name. Oh, Francis did this, or Gracie did this, or Andrew did this. She knows everybody in her class. And it was the weirdest thing when she started coming home talking about them as like people. I was like, oh, these are her. She has friends.
Bro, I don't know a single.
And that's
person
that's so weird to me. It's like,
and it's cool because like during summer camp they were watching like Frozen when I walked in, and one of the little girls she was playing with was like singing Anya's name like in the Frozen lyrics, and everybody was just singing. But I asked Anya, like, what's her friend's name? And I don't know. And I'm just like, why are you not taking time to know these people? You just hanging with them. So, I guess that's, she's great at socializing, but now I want to see that. Like, I want to see where Brian is, right? She's coming home talking about people. Now, let me ask you this. Being, obviously, in law school.
Yes.
How has... Especially because Ryan is busy, and I see it. She's active, she's energetic. How has it been balancing now? She ain't in that little burrito wrap no more where you can just hold her and study. Like, how has that been?
So, I am actually interested to see that because the semester doesn't start for another 2 weeks.
Okay.
In this like stage of 2.
Okay.
Before, like you said, when she was little, if there was something wrong with like daycare or school and I had to take her to school with me, it was fine. I could take her and I could sit in class and just like have her here, have my laptop here, be taking notes, and she'd be asleep or like eating a bottle, or it was fine. Even when she got a little bit older, she would still sit and like color or like sit on the floor under the desk and like entertain herself. And my classmates would be astonished at like how quiet she was. Like they'd see me walking out of class, her walking holding my hand, and they'd be like, oh, there was a kid in here the whole time? And I'm like, yeah, she kind of is autonomous, she'll handle herself. Now I don't know that will work.
Just classroom
just because she's in a fun stage in that like she's curious about everything. She wants to ask questions about everything. She wants to talk to people. She wants to ask them questions. She wants to know what this is. What is that? Why does that do that? Daddy, who is this? Daddy, what is your other name? Like, she likes to ask questions. She likes to touch things. She likes to do things. Coloring doesn't last but like 5 seconds.
Right.
And then like, okay,
what else we
how
got?
far can I throw this paper? How far can I throw these crayons?
That's interesting.
I don't think that's going to work in class anymore.
How is she as far as school? Does she like school?
She loves school.
She's good in that environment.
She loves school. And yeah, I think she's hot or cold in the morning, like drop-offs.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you this, like how drop-offs were in the beginning versus now. In the beginning, drop-offs were
boom.
We go in, drop her off. Peace. We'll see you later. We'll pick you up. Yada, yada, yada. For other parents, like it's more of an emotional experience, which is reasonable, which is expected, which is okay.
Right.
Like I have a best friend who dropped his son off and called me and was just like really emotional about the experience of like dropping his kid off and letting somebody else watch his kid for the day. And like he has been watching, this is his child, he's been watching him. And I was like, I totally get that. That makes sense. With Ryan, it was kind of like, boom, have fun. I'll see you in a couple hours.
Deuces.
I got some stuff to do. And she was like, cool.
Right.
We can't, like, it was cool.
Interesting.
I would say the last 6 months to a year, some days are like that because she absolutely loves her teachers. She talks about her teachers when she's at home. Like, I want to go to school to see Miss Yuka. I want to go to see Miss Giselle.
So funny, man.
And I'm like, cool. Like, you'll see them tomorrow at school. But we'll be on the way to school. We'll get to school. And she's like, no, I want to go home. And we're like, you have to go to school.
Like, that ain't how this works.
No, you have to go to school. And like, it'll be kicking and screaming all the way into school. As soon as she sees her teachers or sees one of her friends, she's like, okay, bye. And we're like,
yeah.
What was all the tantrum from the car to the door?
And then you sit back and you say, I'm trying to analyze a 2-year-old's behavior, right?
Yeah.
That's the other thing, too.
Yeah.
You know, and I catch myself doing that. Like, you know, when Anya gets in her mode and she's like, you know, being funky. And I'm like, who are you talking to? But I forgot. You know,
You're 2.
You only been here 2 years on Earth.
Yeah.
But for us, drop off has been fine. It's not the drop off. It's the pickup.
Really?
During summer camp, and I'm telling you, my wife can attest to this. Now, again, remember, she's mommy clingy, not always daddy clingy. But it doesn't matter. Either one of us show up, she would take off running in the class and would hide and would play with things and would not
Really?
Yeah, she would not. And we got to pick her up. And, you know, as soon as we pick her up, she's upset.
Really?
She does not want to leave. I hope and I pray that, this is her early sort of development into loving education, right?
Yeah.
I'm hoping that's what this is, and it's like, I'll study all day as opposed to turning up all night, you know what I mean?
Right.
Which she does anyway at home. So give me a smart kid that can turn up. I'll take it. But it's the pickup, you know,
Really?
it hasn't been like that since she's actually started school, but summer camp was definitely, she had her moments, bro. She ain't want to come home. Like, come get me tomorrow. I'm good. You good? Keep it pushing.
No, Ryan be ready to go. As soon as we walk in, because we usually will end up there we'll pick her up together. We'll walk in. She'll see us. She will tell all her friends bye, Miss Yuka. Tell her teachers bye, and sprint to us, and that's it. She'll be gone. But she's like happy to tell everybody bye, happy to put up her toys, happy to see us.
Wow.
Pickup is easy. That's easy. We sign her out and we be on our way.
Right.
That's it.
Dang, yeah, Anya, it blew my mind because, again, that means it's working, right? She loves the space she's in, but you know, then by the time we get home, right, get her some ice cream, she's cool. But it seriously, like, now, like, she's in her. My wife has like built her up to be this princess, right? So she's in dance, ballerina, like, class.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
So now everything is ballerina. She loves dresses.
Okay.
She's definitely getting to her like early girly girl phase. Everything is like dresses and princesses, and she loves it. And my wife loves it, and it's cool because we would always laugh like, "Yo, Aya's like so tomboyish at 2 years old.
It's
like
funny how similar
she's just like a rough like girl, but now." She's always like, that's so pretty, you know, and things like that.
It's funny you say that because Ryan is in the exact same stage.
Right.
She's still rough and tumble, very tomboyish. That's definitely my fault because I will wrestle her, like the body slam her in the bed, and like we're like grunting and like,
right.
But at the same time, she's like, I want to go get my bell dress because we're in a Beauty and the Beast loop right now. So she wants to wear a bell dress. She wants to do her nails. She's constantly walking around in my wife's shoes, like her heels, constantly.
That's funny.
So very, very girly girl stage, but still climbing and jumping off of stuff.
So this kind of brings me to my next question, and that is your routine. You know, how has that changed, right? Like the last time I think you and I were together, we were probably both about 20 pounds heavier or so in some, respects. Like I have lost weight. I know you have leaned up a lot. So since she's got this burst of energy, has that forced you to say, you know what, I'm about to get back in my like, because I mean, you look great now. Not that you ever look bad, but you're like, I can tell. Like I'm like, Winton's been in the gym. I'm just like, I'm gonna eat right today. But has it changed like you as a dad, like your personal development? I would say.
Yes, and yes. Okay, so in the beginning, anybody that knows me knows that I love working out. I love being in the gym, regardless. Like even before a kid,
right?
I was in the gym, always lifting something heavy, running, boxing, doing something. When my wife, I told you this story. When my wife was pregnant with Ryan the first time, she gained absolutely no weight, just none. It was all baby. Nice. And I gained like 30, 35 pounds. It was out of
all C's.
Yeah, it was out of control. After Ryan got here, dropped that, and then there was this moment that clicked that was like, you're out of your own routine of like hitting the gym and taking and self-care and preserving yourself.
Right.
But then in that same thought, it was, I do have to take care of myself, and I do have to have this self-preservationist mindset because I have to be able to keep up with her.
Right.
And I do want to be able to play and run, and
there's this whole movement of embrace the dad bod right now, like, and everybody love who you are, love the skin you're in, and so you get some dads like, hey, I gained weight, so what? And then you get some that are more conscious of it.
I get that, but then also like, I get that, but then in the phase that we're in now, she wants me to chase her and run around the house constantly, and I don't know that the 30-pound heavier me would want to do that.
Right.
And it's like, okay, can we sit down for a minute?
Yeah.
Like 2 seconds in, and she's like, no, let's go. So in the gym, it used to be that I would be in the gym. It still is that I'm in the gym and I'm working out for myself and just kind of, that's my space.
Right.
But at the same time,
let the tension go.
Yeah, there's a partial piece of that now that's like, okay, I got to work out. I got to make sure that I'm at the top of my game so that when she does want to go to the park, or when she does want to run around the house, or when she does want to swim, or when she does want to do these outdoor activities or go climbing, I can still do that with her and be active in that and not be on the sideline and be like, you're doing great.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think for me, one day it just kind of hit me like, I felt heavy. I tried to put on the suit to go to work, and the joint wouldn't put. I couldn't even snap it right, and I've always fit it. And like my, not that Jack would like clown me, but she would make these subtle comments like, like, you don't want to just go walking, and I'm like, love me. Did you see Endgame? You know what I'm saying? Thor loved himself, and so. For me, it hit. Like, I woke up one day, man, and I just went hard. Like, I got up at like 6 a.m., went to the gym, and ever since then, that's been the thing. And I don't lift like heavy or anything. I do just like a lot of cardio, then I'll do like a set or whatever. But I feel so much better. You know what I'm saying? I look better. This is no lie. And this is gonna lead me to my next question for you, but like I went to this dinner and I saw a buddy of mine, and he was like, man, look at you, daddy, look at you losing weight and this and that, and I'm like, well, thank you, I feel good about myself, everything looks good now.
But real quick, just a quick filler, remember, you're watching the Dad to Dad show. If you want to leave us comments, please leave us comments. Tell us what you think about the conversations, chime in, let us know what you think.
I see a lot of people waving.
I know. I wish I could reach the phone to wave back so I could wave back to everybody. Right. We see you guys. We acknowledge you guys. I can't wait to get on the phone later and conversate with you guys. Is that a word?
Converse.
Converse with you guys. I should know this.
You will be my legal representation one day. I need you to get on it.
One day.
I won't have done,
I'll learn what words.
If I've done anything illegal. But no, you're right. Yeah, join in on the conversation and, make sure that drop a comment, questions, comments, concerns, email us, dadtodad@gmail.com, Twitter, Facebook, Dad to Dad Show. Just hit us up. But this leads me to my next question. Now that she's 2, have you noticed anything about yourself, like who you are, like personally, your attitude? Have things changed, like who you are? And here's my example. I was at this dinner last night.
Something came to mind immediately, but go ahead.
I'm at this dinner last night, and the comment is made that I'm an introvert. Now, for people who have known me, I have been the life of the party.
I would never describe you as an introvert.
That's what I said, but the more I thought about it, I wanted to be, I loved it, and I had a great time, but all the time I'm thinking about being at home, by myself, with my stuff and my family. And I don't want to be around anybody else. And I'm like, I believe this is happening to me.
Yes.
And I'm sparingly want to be out in the public. And I'm like, this is some weird stuff, or I'm real selective, So have you found yourself changing?
Yes. two things. Now that you say that, yes, to the introvert thing. I don't know that anybody that knows me, especially since you're talking about the person that used to play drums at church wearing a Batman cape and night vision goggles.
Nice.
You would never describe me as being an introvert.
Right.
Now, same thing, same sentiment. It's like,
wow.
Yeah, we out, but I could be home. Like,
yes. Yes.
And I've been more aware of my social meter. Like I didn't used to have a social meter. I could be out all night.
Yep.
We could be out till 4 a.m, hanging out, partying, talking, chilling, doing whatever. Now, I have a social gas tank, and once it hits about half, I'll look at my wife and be like, "What you think?
Make that move.
What
man.
move you thinking?"
Yeah.
And then once we do that, we'd start doing that dance of like, "Okay, how you feeling? All right, how am I feeling?"
Yeah.
The social meter starts to.
Bro,
And then it'll hit bottom, and then I'm like,
I'm getting to the Mardi Gras ball when it starts, and I'm leaving by the time the band starts. Like, I am tired at
like, okay.
9:30.
Yep.
I'm like, yo.
Yep.
Like, last night, that dinner started at 7.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, okay, we'll probably be done about 8. You know, it was going into 10:30, and I'm sitting here. And my boy said this. He said, yo, we took a picture. He was like, man, why did you look so tired? I was like, bro, I was exhausted by 10 o'clock. And that was when I was ready.
Yeah.
So it's just,
and it used to be we weren't going out till 10. We were getting dressed at 10, and we were like, all right, we'll get there by like 11:30.
So let's
The other thing though is I'm more aware that in life, my level of like patience and frustration has had its ebbs and flows.
Yes.
When I was younger, no patience,
Yep.
no frustration was at 1,000 when I was younger. Right. Then I hit this stride of like Zen man, nothing could faze me, patience of 1,000 monks, the most like nothing could get to me. It was like the level of understanding I had was like, I get it. I'm with you. I had reached this moment of like clarity. Now, my patience is like thin. Oh my god! And I have to. I've. And this is actually a realization within the like last week or two, is that I have found like had to take a step back in moments of frustration and be like, okay, why are you frustrated right now?
Mm.
If it's in particular
because of Ryan, you think?
I was gonna say in particular to parenting and Ryan. There's moments where the frustration levels just hit 1,000,000, and it's like you have to take a mental step back and say, okay, why are you are 31, she is 2. Mm-hmm. Why are you frustrated right now? And then I have to have that conversation with myself of like, okay, she's 2, just take a step back. Right. She's learning. She doesn't know what emotions are, so she's learning how to gauge them and how to react to things and how to communicate to you that she's frustrated or that she's mad or that she doesn't understand or like she's trying to learn that communication. And in my mind, it's like, come on, I need you to tell me.
Say nothing new. Hop to it.
Why are you mad? It's like, come on, just tell me. And then you have to take that step back and be like, well, maybe she doesn't even really know why she's mad. Right. She's just upset. She doesn't know how to regulate that feeling yet.
Right.
So I've noticed like I'm on the journey of figuring out that patience and frustration level the same way she is currently as a dad, of like, okay, in these moments, realizing I'm frustrated, taking a step back, getting a hold of it and saying,
right. It's like,
put that aside for a second.
You got to remove yourself almost like from the situation, right? Like, let me take a step back and in hindsight. But let's talk about this. Eating. How has her eating changed?
I'm so glad you brought this up.
Because
shouldn't yell. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure. I know we are in borrowed space, but I wish they would put me out. No, I'm joking. But how has her eating changed? Think over the last year to yesterday.
Do you remember the conversation that we used to have, how I would sit on here and brag about how excellent of an eater she was?
Oh, yeah.
She'll eat anything I put in front of her face.
Right.
She'll eat cauliflower. She'll eat spinach. She'll eat green beans. She'll eat meat. She'll eat this. She'll eat that. She'll eat whatever you want. She eats fish. She eats sushi. She does this. Boom, 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 boom.
Now?
Nothing, son. Nothing.
Wow.
And
wow.
This is one of those frustration moments. When she was with me for 2 weeks,
This is funny.
made her lunch every day. Simple lunches, nothing crazy. I would make her like a little ham and cheese sandwich, or like a little turkey cheese sandwich, some grapes, and some carrots and some stuff she would normally gobble up and be good.
Right.
This girl would sit there, eat all the grapes, and go, "I'm done." I'm like, "Girl, you got a whole sandwich there. Like, what
and
are
if you
doing?
don't, I'm going to. So don't make me eat your sandwich.
So now, and my mom, when she sees this, is gonna laugh. Now we're in the stage now where we have to sit and make her eat dinner.
Wow.
Because she won't eat dinner. She just will not eat it. She'll pick off of our plates, but won't eat dinner. So we'll eat dinner, and then we'll move on and be like, "Oh, babe, what you want for dessert?" Like, "Oh, I'm gonna give me some ice cream. You want me to make you some?" And she's looking at us like, "Can I get some?"
Yeah.
We're like, "Girl, you better eat that chicken we just made you."
The whole thing, yes.
And we'll not, and it's a fight now. But what about y'all? Where are y'all with eating?
So she is, man. Let me tell you something. Same thing.
I swear there's a hair.
So technical difficulty. So look, Anya has never been a meat eater since she has, came through the water slide. She has never eaten meat. I mean, she may eat a morsel of chicken or red meat, but she's like been a vegetable, fruit girl, like straight vegetarian, which is great. She's, I'm sure her insides are much healthier than daddy's, but. So she has recently started eating like SpaghettiOs. She likes those, beefaroni a little bit, but like, man, some days it's just tomatoes. She
loves tomatoes.
She'll just eat tomatoes all day, or she'll like pizza, but you can't have pepperoni on it.
You can't live on pizza. I wish we could.
I know, man.
I did in college, so that's a lie. I did live on pizza.
My wife gave her a pickle the other day. She was not feeling the pickles, man. Like little slices.
Yeah.
So it just like this is perfect. So the school told us, hey, for the first couple of days, bring your daughter's lunch.
Okay.
Because the cafeteria isn't open yet. The cafeteria opens once all the students come back, which is next Monday. So wife looks at me and is like, "So what do you think she would eat for a cold lunch?" And I'm like, she don't like to eat nothing.
She doesn't eat yet
I was like,
anymore.
I said, how about you put a piece of paper in there and draw some food on it and see which one she goes for? Because seriously, she don't eat nothing, right?
Color it.
Yeah. So she put like, all right.
I'm glad we're not the only ones going through
crackers,
this phase.
Yogurt, a fruit cup, and like juice, and I think she put something else in there, right? That's what's in there. We get it back. We get home. We open it up. There was one thing missing out of there. She didn't even touch the rest of it. So the eating thing, it varies. Like the other night, I made yellow rice and black beans. It's just a snack of mine that I like, right? Like I love it. She smashed it. Loved it. I barbecued Sunday, and I had a spread, like great spread. Like she wouldn't touch none of it. I mean, just like, ugh, what's wrong with you? Why do you eat trash? You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, I would rather eat that pizza I drew on the paper. So it varies, man. Like her eating is, but she loves apple juice. Oh, you can't pull that away from her. Apple juice and milk. She don't even like water no more.
We're on either. She doesn't. Ryan won't even do regular milk anymore. It's got to be strawberry milk or chocolate milk.
Oh,
which is again my fault because I introduced her to chocolate milk.
But that's the joint.
And I remember the day I did it, and my wife looked at me like, "So this the road we gonna go down?" And I was like, "She might, it's just a treat." And now it is. I want chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Or I want strawberry milk. Oh, Ryan, we don't have. Can I give you regular milk? No.
Yeah,
chocolate milk.
So is everything no?
Will look at me like,
is everything a no?
This is your doing. Oh,
everything is no still.
Everything is no.
So
no.
This is all right. So this is a good transition. All right, and this is really all about you. Number 2 is on the way.
Yep.
And I know you have thought in your head, all right, what do we, and you and wife have talked, what do we do different? Like, has the plan come together of what will be different from 2, or do you kind of go the same route, you think?
We haven't even had that discussion yet, because I think we're just like trying to get through
the But I know you've at least had the thought of like, how does number 2
not really,
play out?
because I feel like we did all right with Ryan as a baby because she was relatively easy. So
yeah,
I think we did all right.
I don't
think we'll change anything as far as like the new baby. I think what the real change is going to be is Ryan handling Ryan with the new baby, right? Because right now she's excited about the baby, but I can see, especially we went home this weekend to see my side of the family, my parents, my brother, sister, and my brother and his wife have my niece, their new child, and Ryan loves my niece, loves her cousin, love, and as soon as we saw her, nobody else was allowed to touch her. Ryan was like, no touch a baby. Wow. No touch a baby.
Wow.
Put her down. No touch a baby. And we're like, Ryan,
instant block.
Like, you can't even hold her. You're not even big enough to hold her. Like, we have to help you hold her.
Right.
No touch a baby. So we got a glimpse of
what she
this is going to be. Yeah.
But I guess the good thing, too, is she will be, 3? Will she be 3 before the baby's here?
Yeah, she's 2.5 now, like officially 2.5 now. The baby is due in November. No, she won't be 3.
She'll be getting close.
She'll be close.
Not that like 3 is like, oh, you go from
number.
like, yeah, but at least she will be a little, maybe slightly more mature. As in, now for us, we have had the discussion of number 2, some next year. But nothing solidified.
Oh, I got a question. I got a question.
Like we, I think from a career point, like rightfully so. I think my wife is like kind of selfish right now. She's like, I'm about to blow up.
That makes sense.
And I'm like, I ain't gonna stop you, from wanting to be successful. And I think this is a good question to. Oh God, I think I see her on here. Oh Lord.
Oh yeah,
Why are you not at work?
She's been on there. She's been on there asking questions. My wife too. Look at them.
Oh my God.
1 and 2,
y'all
both
need
right
to
on
go
top
back
of
to
each
work,
right on top of each
one.
other.
And just, now don't wave at me, Jack. This ain't that kind of party. But this is a good question for you guys out there with families. If you discussed a number 2, if you have one, or a number 1, and how do you think that plays into the growth of your careers? Because I know that will slow her down.
I'm going to ask you this question real quick. Remember, you're watching the Dad to Dad show. I'm loving this conversation today about the 2-year-olds. Chime in, leave us comments, send us messages, let us know what you think. Let me ask you this question.
Bro, I got so many text messages. Jeez.
I'm afraid to open up my phone. Have you guys had the conversation of the number of kids? Because I know we have in that like before we had Ryan, we had always thought like, oh,
what's your magic number? 4.
That has turned into, how you feel about stopping at 2? And it's more so like, we got a boy coming, we got a girl.
We got the family unit.
Like at this point, the timing works out that like when they're older and in college, or when they're older and adults, we'll still be like young and vibrant and hip and in these streets. So like they'll be out, we'll be able to like still
do your thing,
travel and do stuff and hang out with them. And like my parents and her parents are still young, and like we can hang out when we're in town with them.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if we start having more and more, we're just kind of in the loop of raising kids instead of
actually
now we have kids
life,
and let's just have fun with the kids now when they get in each stage, if that makes sense. So have y'all had that conversation of like?
Yeah, our conversation has been like, are we gonna do number 2, or where are we right now? Like that's as far as it's gotten.
Yeah.
In the perfect world for myself, like I have an older brother. His birthday was actually last Monday, but I would have liked 3. In the perfect world, 3, yeah. Give
3
me,
is such an uneven number.
Yeah, like give me that like prime number. You know what I'm saying? Where like we got the first who's gonna be the leader, you got the baby, and you got the middle one who's like
weird.
Yeah, and never like always trying to impress, and it's just like nope, not working. Like I wanted that dynamic. This is a big experiment for me. But I definitely wanted 3. If anything past 3, whatever. But here I'm almost 40. It's like now I listened to this rapper named Chris Classic, which we're gonna go into something. Chris Classics has a line that says, "I'm 40 with a new baby, and this feels good too."
I can see my best friend just put it in all caps. 3 is a lot. He's got 2 boys.
Oh man, I got a friend who's having triplets. He told us 2 days ago he's having triplets. I was like, "Yo, good luck, son."
Triplets?
Triplets. I was like, "Good luck."
Good night.
No. Our producer is laughing at us right now. She's dying, like red in the face. No. But yeah, Chris Classic said, "I'm 40 with a new baby, and this feels great." And I said, like, that's going to be me, right? But I'm like, if after 2, I'm good. I'm technically good with 1, but I definitely want another one. It's not even like, if we never had another child.
Do you want to go down the only child route?
I don't. I knew how it was growing up with somebody, man, and I don't even know her friends' names right now. Imagine, how she gonna be with just being the only child, right? She ain't gonna even know who we are. Thank you, food source and money source.
Y'all are gonna be roommates.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how she's gonna talk to her friends when she gets older. Oh, my roommates.
Yeah,
You're like, your roommates.
Yeah, they old and they owe me money.
I'm like, wait, aren't those your parents? Like,
I'm telling you, I definitely, because guess what? When we have play dates with Anya and like her friends come over, like Lena or Lena, they do great. There's 2 different people, Lena and Lena. It's true.
That's not confusing.
They do great. She loves them and she's playing with them, and so she definitely, and I keep telling my wife this, like, she definitely needs a playmate. Like, there's times when this week, I had a day I came in and fell asleep at 9 o'clock. I didn't wake up till 6 the next morning.
Yeah.
And Jack held down the fort. Then there's other times when she's like, "Yo, this is on you. Y'all get out of here, go to the park or do something, because I just need the rest." So, my point is, I definitely want another one. Of course, I would love Anya to death to my dying day if we didn't have another. But 2 is definitely my magic.
You can entertain each other.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how we were. I'm the oldest of 4. So.
We can set up like the ninja obstacle course and watch them fail tremendously. Like, I want to see these things.
Yeah.
Because Aya will just bust through everything. She's just, she's still a very strong little individual. Yeah. So I would love to see it, because I think she would, change some behaviors. I think that she would start that protective thing, kind of how Ryan did.
Yep.
Right? I think she would be a little bit more protective over her sibling, and so I just think, for me, I still have the picture on my phone, right, where this was when she was 30 days old, and I keep
You've had that picture on your phone
forever,
yeah.
And it reminds me. I wish I could kind of show y'all. Let me see if I can kind of see it. But at any rate, it reminds me of when she was my little football, and I could carry her like this without getting too emotional. I can't have this back, so I kind of would like to have that back again. Just that moment, nice. Where I could just sit in her room, dude. I used to sit in there for like hours, just holding her and just rocking and just like living in the serenity. You know what I'm saying? Which is funny, because now, back to my introvert statement. And ask Jack. Anybody, Jack Harris is her Instagram. Go ask her in her DMs, like, is Antoine really introverted? I will go in the backyard and just let nature play for an hour, and I won't do anything but sit there. And I'm like, and then, like, she'll peek out like, "Hey, you okay?" And I'm just like, I'm fine.
Oh, I'll go cut the grass and listen to a podcast. And just cut grass.
So,
I love cutting grass now.
Perfect transition, because this was next. Has your soundtrack changed at all? Like, what you listen to? Or do you still, do you like this new stuff with all these drums and everybody's Old Town Road?
I mean,
like, has the music changed for you?
No. I mean, I've not been, anybody that knows me
Baby Shark
remixes. No, it hasn't really.
Okay.
My soundtrack has been pretty consistent all of my life. Like, it's not ever really changed. Like, I listen to the new stuff here and there.
Right.
Like, if it's on the radio, I listen to it. I hate the radio because they just play the same stuff over and over again.
Over and over.
But
has her soundtrack changed?
No, because she listens to what I listen to, which is probably terrible, because I listen to everything. I mean, we listen to hard rock, we listen to old school hip hop, we listen to Atlanta hip hop,
we listen to trap. Musical baby. I remember.
Yeah, she's super. Yeah.
With the piano,
she loves house music.
You showed me the video with her with the piano. I was like, yo, that is dope.
Yeah.
Like, I want a piano for Anya.
She loves house. We listen to Major Lazer. We listen to different. I mean, we listen to his stuff across the board.
Yeah.
So we haven't really hit the like Disney Channel stage completely. Like every once in a while, she'll go through her phase of like, I really want to listen to the Frozen soundtrack over and over and over again, or Moana over and over and over again. But recently, we've had to listen to this Redbone song that's on the Guardians of the Galaxy. I did a video. Maybe I'll put it up either today or tomorrow. I did a video about it. She's stuck in this loop with this Redbone song. Oh, what is it? Come and Get Your Love by Redbone.
Okay.
It's on my Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack in the truck. She listens to that thing over and over and over and over.
Anya, I wish I could say that the Disney soundtrack doesn't play. Like, my wife, man, will put on YouTube. Jack, I'm telling on you. I'm telling on you. Yo, she will put on the Disney, like, soundtrack song videos, like, for, A Whole New World, like, with in Aladdin, and, like, that scene will play, and we'll let that thing run all day. No. And Anya likes it. She like everything is like Lion King, like Hakuna Matata. Like, she likes all these songs, man. But again, if you wonder why I'm in the backyard just listening to birds and crickets, it's because I just need a break from that. If it sounds like we're complaining, we are, because we as men need a space to go, and this is a safe space.
I can't get in on that complaint because she will sit on YouTube and watch music videos with me of like old Outkast videos.
I'm not ready for her to watch like Megan Thee Stallion.
Beastie Boy. No, we don't. I mean, not like that.
You know what I'm saying?
But we'll watch like Beastie Boy videos and Rage Against the Machine videos.
So what?
We went through. We were watching Sheila E. videos for like a week. She loves Sheila E. We watch who else? Anybody from the 70s she'll watch, like those old 70s.
Oh yeah.
We went through a New Kids on the Block phase where we watching those videos. It was just
let me tell you, on the way to Target, true story, I was on like Instagram and like Jackie was driving, I'm just doing this, and so my music started playing and MF Doom came on. And so at some point I'm just and like everybody's just like rocking out in the car, right? And I'm listening, and I forgot what song it was, but it was from Mad Villainy, which is like one of my favorite albums ever.
One of the best albums
ever. And then I look up and I look at Jack and I'm like, is this my music? And she was like, yeah, I was going to say, what is this playing? And then, but we all just vibed out to it. And I said, I know for a fact, like, Anya can appreciate, like, my love of hip hop. I just don't play enough around her because I don't want her to, like, I don't want to play Mobb Deep. And then she's like, yo, run the jewels, son. You know what I'm saying? Like, because she will repeat.
We are in the repeating stage. I hear what you're saying. And I don't want to say that I don't care. Because I do care. I don't want her going to school saying things that she hears on a Wu-Tang album. But at the same time, the hip-hop head, the musical head in me is like, I want you to know these things. I want you to know who Wu-Tang is. I want you to hear Shook Ones. I want you to hear, like these,
you need to know what shaped my musical
These are
life.
things that shaped me as a human, as a musical person. Just don't repeat it at school. Don't tell your teachers you'll listen to it.
Yeah, don't say it in front of me, not mommy, because then she gonna say. Because like right now, Anya, say the repeating phase. Her mother-in-law has taught her what the. It's just what the. And she'd be like, what the. And
I'm looking at our timer. We got like a minute 30 left, so we gotta wrap it up.
Okay. Let's wrap it up.
You guys, we got a minute 30 left. Real quick.
All the plugs.
Really appreciate you guys tuning in today, leaving comments. We're going to get back to everybody. We're going to keep this conversation going.
Yep.
Message us here on Instagram, Dad2Dad. DAD, the number 2, Dad Show. That's on here on Instagram. That's on Twitter. That's on Facebook. Leave us comments. Leave us questions.
Yep.
Leave us suggestions. Tell us what you want to hear. Tell us who you want to see. We'll do it because these conversations are fun. You guys know we started this because we wanted to have that conversation with other parents.
And again, shout out to Dad Snack. Again, if you want your Dad Snack shirt, go to dadsnack.com. Put in Dad to Dad Show.
Just Dad to Dad. All caps. 10%
the
off.
Promotional area, 10% off your order. Order 10 of the shirts. Support this man because he's doing some really good things.
The message is dope.
I love the movie, man. So man, it's been a pleasure. We got some promo stuff to shoot. I'm very excited about this. So
we got a lot of stuff.
We're back. We are absolutely. We never fell off. We just had to.
Real quick. So this is the plan. Tune in on Fridays for this. Baby Take Tuesdays, and then stuff throughout the week. But Fridays, this is going to be the live show. We'll see you next Friday.
Holla.